So the question was how you use Navigator to identify interchange padding in a statement. To do that, you just go to Analyze Tool, click New, and then go and find the statement that you think there is interchange padding, and you want to see what that is. Again, just a note here, the interchange padding and optimization is in beta. It works automatically on all the statements, but it's not 100% accurate, meaning there might be some interchange level that will not perform the padding. And I'll explain to you when I do this example here. So here I have a statement that we know is a statement that has interchange padding. And as you can see here, this is a paper statement that I converted into the digital format by using an app. We recommend Genius Scan app for the best quality. The best result is when you have a native PDF, but if you don't have a native PDF, you should simply scan the document using the Genius Scan app, and you should work. So this statement is not perfect. As you can see here, I scanned it myself. It's priced currently at 10 cents and 15 basis points. It looked like that way, but the interchange and WordPay surcharge, which most of the people get confused as being the interchange, is not the actual interchange. 8,404.29 is not the actual interchange because every levels on this statement is padded. To do that manually, you have to take one by one, and it takes a long time to do this. With Navigator, all you have to do is to drag and drop. Navigator goes to work. We will basically be able to first identify the processor, the pricing type, crunch the numbers, and then if we see that this statement has padding or optimization, we will actually prompt you to select the industry before we show you the padding and the optimization into your regular analysis. So here you go. Good news, we found additional savings. We have padding and optimization. So all I have to do is select the industry. Let me take this one and then submit. And please note, this is free and is in beta. So I really strongly recommend to review what we extracted and what we show you. So the summary here shows you the merchant name, the statement date, the total volume, total fees, effective rate, and the avoidable fees. Even though it seems like a good effective rate, you'll be surprised to see that this account has almost $3,000 in markup, in margins. So here is the analysis. Like you guys know, we extract processed volume, a number of transactions. We extract current markup and the proposed markup. As you can see here, it's a good account, $900 in markup. But the pass-through fees in the current side in red, 8,404, will be different into the proposed side. It's only 6,257. We have a $2,000 difference, which basically comes from this padding tab. And this is the tab that will show you the detail of how we came up with $2,000, $2,147.09 in additional padding. So what we do, we match the description of each interchange level from the statement in blue with the one in the interchange table from Visa, MasterCard, published interchange in black. And then we apply to the process volume and number of transactions the actual interchange rate and per transaction fee. We calculate the actual interchange cost and then compare with the current cost on the statement. By doing that, we will be able to extract or identify the padding of $2,000. And this is how the interchange padding works. Some people call it surcharge, some people call it interchange plus, but this is what they are referring to. I'll pause for a moment to see if you gentlemen have any questions for me.
Yeah, so I would assume that this option is really only available if the statement has the detailed breakdown list out of the interchange and not just the summary where it just lists interchange and then the total cost per card type, correct?
That's correct. Only available for interchange plus payments. And again, since it's in beta, it may not be available on all the statements because we did not implement this statement at the time. We implement this basically by digging in our database of 25,000 statements and matching the interchange descriptions from all the statements, no matter what processor or statement type they are, with the interchange description. I mean, with the interchange description from the Visa MasterCard published interchange. So that's the hardest part, and that's why I'm saying you should definitely verify if we have everything correct and if we are missing any levels from the statement.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, everything else so far with getting in here and looking through everything seems very straightforward. It was just that one, because I loaded, looking at a couple of statements I just had on hand. There's some statements that come through where they don't give you the full detail of the interchange. They just list interchange and then give you the cost for the card type total. Like Visa interchange is X. Mm-hmm. So those ones I would assume you can't verify the interchange padding because you need the breakdown.
Correct. And just to note, we also do interchange optimization. So that's why we have $47 in savings. Basically, the same way we did the padding, we have the interchange optimization tab. So the same process, we identify the transactions that can be optimized to level 2, level 3 data, or we even identify transactions that can be that are downgrading. So, for example, this one is a Earth. We could go to card not present, or if you have a standard transaction, we could go to Earth. So we identify those as well. And again, this is not savings guaranteed. It's savings, proposed savings if you propose or if you set up the merchant with a gateway that will do level 2, level 3 optimization. That's the only time this can be achieved.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah, that was really the only question I had so far. So I'm glad you could walk me through that. It was very simple.
Perfect. That's our philosophy or our vision is to create a product that is very easy to use and simple to understand, and we believe in transparency and honesty. So I believe that's going to help companies who sell that concept be successful moving forward. So
awesome.
Thank you for your question, Jared. We're excited to have you on board, and stay around if you have time and see if Mike has a difficult question for us today. Mike, any questions?
No, Ian, like always, I'm just in here to learn a new trick or two to help me on the next merchant that we walk into. So any advice you can give us would be great.
Wonderful. I do have a lot of advice. So that's this call all about free coaching from a guy who's been in payments 15 years. So if you guys have no other questions, I can give you some tips and tricks that I would use in the field. So, Jared, any other questions, or you want to start giving you guys tips, tricks, and tips on how to be successful in the merchant business?
Yeah, I'm probably going to hop off here in just a moment because I don't have a ton of time this morning. But I don't have any other questions in regards to the application so far. It seems very straightforward. So.
Thank you. But stick around for 5 minutes if you don't mind.
Sure. Sure.
So here's one tip that I would suggest to you gentlemen. The compare tab is really powerful because this tab here is used to go back to a merchant after you sell their account and prove to the merchant using Fee Navigator technology how the switch to your company impacted their business. So basically, this was created to simply analyze or to compare side by side the merchant's old statement with the new statement from your company. So let's say, for example, this merchant has L1 before. I dropped the L1 statement to the left, and let's say that the new company is Card Connect. I'll drop the new company statement to the right. So we are comparing the statements from two different processors for the same merchant. Next step is to normalize the transaction volume to the new statement so you are able to compare apple to apple and compare. I used to do this for every merchant I sold in my career back in the days, because that's the opportunity for me to prove what I promised and to deepen the relationship and keep the merchant for longer. And ultimately, which is probably really important, is to ask for referrals. This is a moment where you build the relationship. And you do that with Navigator very easy, because you say, hey, Mr. Merchant, here is your old total processing fees, total fees for your month, and here is your old effective rate. Here's the new processing fee and the new effective rate, which happened by switching to our company. We impacted your bottom line by $2,900. We impacted your bottom line per year by $34,000, and every 3 years, $104,000. This is a huge impact and an opportunity to make that merchant a friend. Questions so far?
Nope, not for me.
Now, if the merchant is a controller or a CFO or a guy who knows numbers, and he's not convinced at this level, you download the Excel or the PDF and then show him how the old pricing compare with the new one line by line. So line by line, we compare those statements and show them how the pricing changed from the old to the new processor. And this is really the view that seals the deal and gets you 5 referrals. So that's how you use a compare tab tool. Questions? Okay. Now,
Yeah, it's a great credibility tool.
yes. Now, this I mentioned is built for retention purposes to go to merchant that you sign up, but that doesn't mean that if you are in front of a merchant that he doesn't want to talk to you, to give you the chance to review their pricing or to pitch your product, that doesn't mean that you cannot go to that merchant and say, hey, Mr. Merchant, I understand that you are happy with who you have. And let's say the merchant is with Elevon. You say, how about if you compare your statement from Elevon with one of my clients who are with Drive Payments, which basically you have to have a folder with statements from your current book of business, which of course you hide their name and information, but this will allow you to compare the merchants who doesn't believe in your statement with one of your clients who is the same type of business in the same area. So instantly, we'll be able to show the merchant how much this business will be impacted by switching to your company without even proposing a pricing. You simply compare 2 different statements from 2 different merchants from 2 different companies. And when 15, 20 seconds later, the results come, this speaks for themselves. Hey, Mr. Merchant, this is who you are today, here where you are, and this is what you could be if you switch to us. I really believe that this is really powerful.
That's
Question? Okay. The next I'd like to show you today is how to use the lead gen solutions. I know, Jared, that does not apply to you, but keep it back in your mind that your marketing department has ability to promote Navigator technology on your website using simply 2 lines of code. 2 lines of code will place on your website this instant savings calculator that looks like this, which is a merchant-facing solution that allows merchants to drop a statement and have an analysis done in seconds. And this is how this works. The merchant comes to this tool or instant savings calculator, they drop their statement, and seconds later, after we analyze it, we will provide the summary to them in exchange for their contact information. So there you go, goes around and around. And again, 10, 15 seconds later, we'll show them their summary in exchange for their contact information. They enter their contact information, click submit, and we show them this summary. Hey, Mr. Merchant, this is your, on the month of October, you processed 300,000 in credit cards, 12,000 in fees, a rate of 3.86%, and 74.99. This is actually a huge impact on the merchant to be able to show him in seconds his numbers without even opening or looking at the statement. And you tell him, great news, we can save you money, but actually the agent gets a lead notification just like this instantly, while the merchant still looks at their summary. The agent gets the new lead notification and the summary of the statement, which will show the merchant and the merchant's contact information. So you can pick up the phone and call the merchant right away and click Get Full Analysis, which will take the agent to their history, where they will be able to see the lead's contact information once again and the statement. Lead's contact information is here, the numbers to show the merchant are here, and the statement is waiting in the history. Now, if the agent is willing to sign this account, all they have to do is to click Get and get the analysis. We offer unlimited leads, so that's the reason we do not show the link, because if he wants to sell this lead and use the analysis from Navigator, he needs to click Get, and then we'll show the link and the analysis and be ready to talk to the merchant on the fly and sell this deal. Questions?
Oh, that's great. I love that.
Now, the last tip I want to give before Jared drops off. Jared, I promised 5 minutes, so I'm going to keep it to 5 minutes. 3 tips in 5 minutes. We have if you have the Star plan, I'm not sure what plan you have, but if you have the Star plan, we offer 49 merchant users as part of your plan, which allows you to invite 49 merchants for free fee monitoring. This product is offered to prospects who tells you to come back in 6 months, or you can use this product on a lead funnel or a landing page to invite merchants that you don't know for 90 days free rate monitoring, or for 6 months free rate monitoring, or for 1 year free rate monitoring. Your cost, your buy rate of this product is $1 per merchant. So which is basically, I'll pay $12 per year anytime to have the chance to win a large opportunity, which will make me probably $12,000. I don't know how much it will make you, but the return is 10x or 100x on an investment to have this technology on your website. So what happens? The merchant basically come to you through the website, or simply by inviting them to Navigator for free rate monitoring by entering the email and add member. And then they receive an invitation to join you and your company on Navigator platform. They enroll simply with their name, industry, email, phone number, and zip code. They join your team, and then simply they have access to a simplified version of Navigator that only gives them the option to analyze and get the summary, and they have their own FinApp bot to receive statements direct from their processor to Navigator. When a statement is sent every month to their bot, Navigator automatically sends them an email notification that will tell them that their statement for the current month had a process volume of 177,000, the fees of $3,000, the rate of 1.77, and if there is non-PCI compliance fee, they will have a notification saying you have avoidable fees of $125. And if they want to find out more details, they click access my account. They'll actually go to the Navigator account that they have and see the rate tracker of their account, the past 12 months volume, and all their statements are actually listed here for them to see and go back anytime they want. So this is how the Star Plan helps you generate more business and bring back merchants that you lost, or why not offer this product to merchants who come to your retention department and they kind of unhappy with the current situation, and when you do the rate adjustments, you offer this service as a complimentary offering to keep them longer and not lose them to the other processor. So this is how the Star Plan works. I'll pause here if you have questions, and Jared, I'll let you go after this.
I don't have any questions. You explained that very well, so I appreciate that. Definitely is a great tool to add into what we already have. So look forward to using it.
Thank you, Jared. I look forward to see you again and see you dropping hundreds of statements. And again, if you ever have any questions, you can always book a time with me. And actually, if you don't mind, we have a feedback call in 2 weeks, I guess. But you can book up a 2 weeks feedback call or a week feedback call based on your experience with Navigator. I'd like to hear your goods, bads, and uglies about the platform, and tell us what we do good and what can we do better to help you service your clients better and be more successful.
For sure. Yeah, that's awesome. We'll do.
Thank you. Talk to you later, Jared.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.